Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be helping Kyle brine up some bait. He's headed to Port Alberni tomorrow. Lucky guy. I'm not going with him this time, sadly. But because I'm such a nice wife, I am going to help him brine up his bait to do some salmon fishing tomorrow. So this is everything we're going to use to brine up the bait. We've got 3 different trays of anchovies we're going to brine up. And we're going to do 3 different colors. So we use the Potskis Fire Brine. We've got natural, blue, and chartreuse. We're going to do 1 tray of each and see how that goes. We also use the Kayak bait. That just makes the scales a little shinier, or it's supposed to. Some skim milk powder that plumps up the bait. And then non-iodized kosher salt. Make sure you use the non-iodized stuff. It just stiffens up the bait so that it stays on the hook a little better. And that's about it. So we like to use just your standard Ziploc bag when we brine the bait. They just take up less room in the fridge, easy to store. And then when we go out on the water, of course, we transfer it to a container. But yeah, if you don't need anything fancy, it does the job. So it's not an exact science, but we use roughly 1 liter of water per tray of bait. And you want to use distilled water, so you can use bottled water or boil it and let it cool down, works too. So we like to use the non-iodized kosher salt, and basically what we're doing is we're dumping it in and then we're shaking it up. Dumping it in, shaking it up, and repeating the process until basically the water's not absorbing the salt anymore, and then it should be good. So we use roughly 1 tablespoon of the skim milk powder. Allegedly, it pumps up and just fills up the bait so that it's a little fuller. I don't really know if that's true, but it seems to work. We got our recipe from someone else and just kind of follow it loosely, but it seems to do the trick. So the fire brine, we're going to use the chartreuse here. So it just gives it a little bit of color, a little bit of shine. Well, it's up to you, but we wouldn't suggest strictly using the fire brine. Kyle did that once and with the blue, and ended up with blue hands for like 2 weeks afterwards, so it does stain. And this way you can avoid that, which is great. So our anchovies, they're not completely thawed, but they're not completely frozen either. They're kind of somewhere in between. We just find that way it helps keep the scales on them still when you're brining them up. Oop. Get in there. There we go. Just like that. Just give them a little shake. And there we go. So if you hear screaming in the background, that's my 4 children. We're gonna do a tray of the blue. Slide it in there carefully because this stuff does stain. I probably shouldn't be wearing my good clothes. And then next we're gonna do, last but not least, a tray of the natural. And then Kyle will report back to me tomorrow which one seemed to do the trick. Hopefully we'll be catching some salmon. So last but not least, guys, we've got the natural fire brine. I've already put it in here. So for this one, we are gonna add the Kayak bait brine to it. It's not going to actually dye the bait. What it's going to do is enhance the natural shine of the scales, makes it more attractive to the fish, which is always a plus. And this stuff is super, super concentrated, and you don't need a ton, and you don't want to get it on your skin because it like will not come off ever. So just a few little drops of that. We'll mix it up first, and then we'll put the tray of anchovies in. There we go. All right, guys, there you have it. We've got the 3 different colors ready to go for tomorrow, all brined up. Definitely a guaranteed catch tomorrow because I brined the bait. You better catch one. Our salmon stock's getting a little bit low. And at about probably 3 a.m. when Kyle crawls out of bed, He will transfer these to just like a Tupperware container with a bit of salt to keep them stiff. Or you can throw them in a cooler just like this in the brine, but you might be a little bit more likely to get some on your clothes and your hands. So it's just preference, whatever you find works. And once again, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that comment button. We appreciate all your support. And that's it, guys. See you later. Hey, babe. Is there anything you'd like to say on my video?
Your video.
Yeah, to all my fans.
Your fans.
Yeah.
Your fans on my channel.
My fans.
Yeah, actually, I got a lot that I'd like to say to the fans. Your fans on the channel. The fact that every single video
Okay, guys, until next time. Thanks for watching.
Video that I make has
Bye.
crap.
GoPro, stop recording.